Congressman Joe Courtney, who represents parts of eastern Connecticut, will be sitting with Jerry Fisher. You might remember, whose family was recently released by Hamas after 54 days of captivity. He's hoping to hear from the president about a plan, though, to bring the rest of the hostages home.
All ears will be on President Joe Biden Thursday as he lays out his priorities in his State of the Union address. But all eyes will be on guests in the audience.
The reason why I invited Jerry was on October 8th, the day after the terrorist attack by Hamas and kibbutzes in Israel. He called to say that his cousin Liat was one of the individuals who was kidnapped that day. Her whereabouts were completely unknown, as well as her husband.
Connecticut Congressman Joe Courtney will be sitting with Jerry Fisher of Waterford, who worked together to get Liat's case on the State Department's radar.
She was in the last group that was released. And it was really thanks to Congressman Courtney who made this happen, and I can't tell you how much I appreciate it.
After 54 days in captivity, American-born Liat was more than 100 hostages freed by Hamas on November 29th, thanks to a temporary ceasefire agreement, but a different fate for her husband, with whom she shares 3 children.
14 hours later, we were informed of the death of her husband, Aviv. So this is an incredible emotional roller coaster.
More than 130 hostages, including at least 6 U.S. citizens, continue to be held by Hamas, something this group hopes to shine a light on at tonight's State of the Union.
There are hostages who are being held in horrible conditions and who are being sexually abused.
In the president's speech, he's expected to acknowledge mounting pressure to pause the fighting in Gaza, something Congressman Courtney supports, to get more humanitarian aid to the Palestinian people and bring the rest of the hostages home.
What is being discussed right now is really opportunity, and there's not many for the folks who are still being held to get released. It has to be as a result of a bilateral agreement.
And we'll see if we have more clarity on that bilateral agreement later on tonight during the speech. Families of American hostages will be wearing a yellow ribbon tonight to stand in solidarity with those who are still in captivity. They are asking members of Congress to do the same. And you can watch the full State of the Union right here on Fox 61 News tonight. And of course,